So I am a writer, but as a writer, it's very important for me to always be reading. I can't just stay stuck in my own head all the time. And also it helps me see what ideas are out there. And also it makes me a better person. So right now I am reading Mr. Fox by Helen Oyeyemi. She is a Nigerian British author, and she's written a couple of novels before this. I think this is at least her third or fourth. And it is virtually impossible to describe. It's such an interesting concept, really about fairy tales and storytelling as a whole. I'm about halfway through, and I'm pretty in love with this book, and excited to see what goes from there. So this is me reading Mr. Fox. Fun thing about me is that once I see a recommendation for a book or learn something about a book that intrigues me, I don't really learn any more about it. And sometimes this means I have a funny misunderstanding about what a book will be like the time I read a book I thought was a comedy and it turned out to be a first person horror book. Um, but a lot of times it ends really well because I don't go in with a lot of preconceptions. So the only thing I really knew about this book, Mr. Fox, going in is that it's about fairy tales, about examining and retelling fairy tales. But that barely touches it. If I was forced to describe it, I'd say that it starts with two people in America during World War II. One is a writer named Mr. Fox, he's American, and one is a British nanny named Miss Fox with an E. And they start coming in and out of each other's lives. And we also start seeing other stories across time and geography and levels of realism. And Helen Oyeyemi somehow takes on this massive task and makes it enthralling. I'm so impressed with this book so far. It's been a while since I've gotten into a book like this. I haven't binged it, I'm taking my time with it. It's one of those books where after I finish a chapter, I almost have to take a break. This writer keeps me on the edge of my seat and keeps me turning the page because I can't wait to see what new revelation is about to come. I can't tell what's real and what's imaginary within the world of the story. And within the world of the story, there are even more worlds and more stories, and it's just so riveting so far. So, despite it being April, this is actually the first book I've started and will actually finish this year so far. I have definitely been on the struggle bus, and my attention span has been all over the place. So, I've started and stopped several books since January, and this is the first one that's pulled me in, and I've had the capacity to sit through. It sounds silly, but it's like a reassurance that my brain isn't broken. I will read again. So this is a great book to get me out of this slump. Yeah, so I am fully loving this book. I am so excited to finish it. like I said, I think I'm a little over halfway through at this point. I don't know if I can even do a review once I finish it. I will think about it. Like I said, it's a pretty hard to describe book. But I love what this writer is doing. And yeah, we'll definitely be tossing and turning what's going on in this book for a while.